So today I'm going to be changing the control arm on my BMW. I'm having some rattling issues, so I'm hoping this can fix it. If not, then it's probably my rims are bent, which I should be checking first. But I mean, I was checking the control arms and all the bushings are ripped. You can see that. So I mean, it's time to replace these anyways. So to get started, took the wheel off, of course, jack up the car. I used the impact gun to drill off all the nuts, or bolts, lug nuts. So basically, what I'm doing now is waiting. I sprayed on freeze off to take off all the rust pretty much that's going to be on all the bolts. Because this is a pretty old car, so I have to take off these two big bolts. And then I have to take off the link and the lower bushing. Then, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bolt right there. I have to take off. And yeah, so once that's done, okay. Alright, so when you're taking off the link bolt, you want to try to make sure that you take off all the pressure that's on it. So what I did, I got a little hand jack, just use the impact gun to drive it up. Not too much where the weight is sitting on this jack instead of the one that you already have put up, but just enough so you can get back there and take off that bolt. So this bolt right here is going to be pretty hard to get to, so what I did, now you put your wrench on. What I have here is a long jack handle. You're just going to put it on it, and with all that leverage you have, it's pretty much going to be a lot easier to just break that bolt out. Alright, so I got those two bolts out. Just use the impact gun to get them out. I took off the link here that was connected right there. And I'm now getting this bolt off. What you want to do right now while you're loosening this one, loosen this bolt that's up there. Where'd it go? Yeah, right there. Alright, so now I got that popped off. I've loosened the top over there. I haven't completely taken it off. And I've loosened this one right here. Notice how the top of the nut hits onto the strut tower, or the strut. So what I have here is a ball and joint remover. So you just stick it in between the bushing and the, what is this? It's an arm, whatever you call it, the whatever. You stick it in there in between. You grab a hammer and you just bang it. Basically what that does is it's shoving that fork in between there, so it's going to pop that open and should free some space between the nut and the frame. Yeah, so once that's out, I'll start recording. Alright, so here is the old control arm. The bushings on this one is pretty good still, but if you look at this is all torn up. And this one's also all torn up. And here's a new one. All these bushings look brand new. I got the OEM one, but kind of from, I got the racing control arm, so they're a lot stiffer because I'm planning on drifting this car. So, you know, just basically put everything back up. Put the wheel on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch off all 4 tires. That way I can get the vibrations going away. But That's it. Alright, so I wasn't really able to explain on the car because I was just trying to get it done. Basically, I changed it. Sitting over there now. Tough part is, it's not even my control arm. My dumbass forgot to check the tires, and it looks like the tires are pretty fucked. So, I did it. I guess I wouldn't say did for nothing, because if you could see this, these bushings are all loose, all messed up. Look at that, that's totally torn. I probably caused even more tearage when I was taking it out, but I mean, they were time to be replaced anyways. So, basically, I just want to, give you guys the details. This nut right here is going to be the lower control arm. This is going to be hooked up to your steering knuckle, or your knuckle on the driver's side, in case this was my driver's side. So it's going to be a 3/4. It's just going to be one nut that you're going to take off. Once that's off, you're not going to be able to take it off fully because this will be sitting right on the knuckle. So what you do is you grab your ball joint separator. That's what I got from Craigan's. Shove it in there. It's probably going to go about that much. You're going to get a hammer, whatever heavy hammer you have. Hit the end of this until this gets fully pushed in and this will pop in separated. And from there you can take off that nut that's on here. So that should be off that. This is going to be the worst nut you're going to encounter with. It's going to be a 7/8. It's basically sitting up in a position where you can't use anything else but a wrench. And even that wrench was giving me hell. So basically, it's going to be sitting on top, and you're just going to keep twisting it off. Once that is not completely removed, you want to remove this completely because you still have to have this on to be able to push this off. So once that's hanging on by its last threads, that's where you want to do this, and this is the easiest. Basically, the nut's going to be sitting like that, or the bolt's going to be sitting like that. I used the impact wrench and used a 18mm. Just use power, vroom vroom, take it all out, easy. Once that's out, once these are all done, you're going to unscrew this. It's going to be hanging still inside. And you can see it, but starts rusting up here, and this gets pushed in. So basically, you're gonna get under it and yank the shit out of it, and basically that's it. And then put everything back in reverse, and you're all set. All right, thanks, guys.